Hello YouTube, welcome back, and here I'm going to show off my second video that I played over Pokemon, over Wi-Fi. First of all, I just made my 100 subscriber video 2 weeks ago, and now I'm up to 400. I mean, I know most of that comes from the Legendary Treasures box, but man, thank you all so much for helping me reach 400 subscribers. Also, I apologize for not uploading videos this past week. As I made clear before, I was on vacation, it was Thanksgiving. I really did mean to make some videos, but I just never got around to it. But anyway, this is one of the first videos I recorded of my team battling someone else's team after I completely fixed my team up. Before I only had Hydreigon, Tyranitar, Amoonguss, and Aegislash. I added on Malamar with Contrary and Reuniqueless for Trick Room. I know I probably could have put Trick Room on Malamar or somewhere else, but really, I just love this Reuniqueless, and you'll see why. So anyway, in this double battle, I am facing off against a player named Chica. As you can see, I decided to go with Reuniqueless, Tyranitar, Malamar, and Amoonguss, mainly because I saw that she had Blaziken, and that definitely meant Speed Boost Blaziken, and I really needed Trick Room, so I decided to start off with Reuniqueless and Tyranitar. Tyranitar for Sandstream, then I would just use Protect if I was up against a bad matchup, and then Reuniqueless for Trick Room, so if she sent out Blaziken, the faster it got, the slower it would be in battle, at least for 5 turns. But that was my biggest worry. She ended up not going with Blaziken. She probably saw I had the Reuniqueless, decided that I had the Trick Room, so decided to go with a slightly slower team. She has her own Malamar, and we'll see how that works out in video. She also has a Bisharp and Venusaur and Crobat. So, let's see how this battle plays out. Also, I apologize that I can't actually record the video directly from the 3DS, but I don't have a capture board, so that's my excuse. And here we go. It doesn't really show good in the video, but that is a shiny Reuniqueless. And I am very happy to have it. It's actually my wife's, but she's letting me borrow it for my team. So, first off, I see that I'm up against Malamar. It probably has superpowers, so I need to protect immediately. The Crobat goes for Rain Dance, probably just to get rid of my Sandstream, because that can wear down an opponent's team very quickly. And yep, Malamar went for superpower, and I protect myself, so it's not going to hit me. I know that my Tyranitar and Reuniqueless are both extremely slow compared to Malamar and Crobat, but I don't want to get hit with the superpower, so I switch into Amoonguss, which can take just about anything really well. My Reuniqueless goes for the Psychic against Crobat, which puts it down very close to the red. She decides to start putting up some defenses, so she puts up a light screen. Crobat goes for Acrobatics, which is super effective on my Amoonguss. However, see how well it took that? It wasn't, you know, like, barely anything, but man, my Amoonguss is a beast. Next turn, she switches out her Crobat, replaces it with a Bisharp, and I go with a Spore on the Malamar, because I need to put that thing to sleep. I just decided that's the biggest thing for me to worry about right now. My Reuniqueless goes for a Psychic against the Bisharp. Well, it was going against Crobat, remember, but another thing that I really should mention is that my Reuniqueless only has one attacking move, and that is Psychic. Its other 3 moves are Trick Room, Recover, and Protect. So, you'll see how that kind of doesn't work in my favor. See right here, if I want Reuniqueless to stay in play, I cannot hit either Malamar or Bisharp because they're both part Dark type. So I go for the Spore on the Bisharp as well, so now they're both asleep. And after this, I decided I will self-impose the Sleep Clause, and I'll only put one Pokemon to sleep at a time. I'm not sure if that's legal or illegal for competitive play, and if anyone knows, please post in the comments whether the Sleep Clause is VGC legal or not, or you know what I mean. Because I really want to know. I want to be as fair as possible. So, I make my Reuniqueless use Recover. Amoonguss has its Black Sludge item, which helps it recover, and if any of the opposing Pokemon use Trick or Switcheroo or something like that, then they'll start getting hurt instead of helped. So, Trick Room fails here, or it doesn't fail, it goes away, so I need my Amoonguss to stay protected. So I go for Protect. Unfortunately, she goes for Trick Room, at the same time I go for Trick Room. So now they're identical again. And at this point I'm trying to decide whether to go for Trick Room again, because maybe she will. But in the end I figure, you know what, let's just leave it as it is. So, as you can see there, the light screen went out. I'm going to switch out my Reuniqueless here probably for, yep, Tyranitar, just to get the Sandstream going again. It's not going to hurt Bisharp at all, but it will hurt Malamar little by little. And Bisharp woke up, used Iron Head, and my Amoonguss takes it. Critical hit, unfortunately, but you know, what can he do? I think my Amoonguss is going to go for a Spore here if I don't remember. Oh no, it's going for Toxic. My Amoonguss carries Spore and Toxic and Protect and Giga Drain. I think that's a really good combo because Toxic not only poisons your opponent, it badly poisons, so its damage from poison increases every turn. So, Toxic is really good, especially if you're going to be in here for the long haul. I like to use it against Blissey if I don't have my Malamar in play. So I immediately switch back out my Tyranitar and go for Reuniqueless. I guess I was just switched it in for the Sandstream. Bisharp's using Iron Head on Reuniqueless, doesn't do that much damage. Malamar uses Reflect now that the opposing team is both raised in defense and special defense. Malamar gets hit by the Sandstream, and as does Amoonguss. Reuniqueless does not, because its ability is Magic Guard, which prevents it from being damaged by anything other than direct attacks. It cannot be damaged by weather conditions, it cannot be damaged by poison, only attacks, which really helps a lot. So Bisharp uses Iron Head on Amoonguss, finally takes it out, but Amoonguss did its job and I'm very happy with it. Malamar uses Superpower against Reuniqueless here, and it does some damage but not a lot. And keep in mind, that is after it already used Superpower once, so it didn't do much damage even after its attack and defense rose. And for those of you who don't know what Contrary is, it completely reverses any secondary effects that an attack would have on you. Like, if it's supposed to lower your defense, it raises it. Unfortunately, moves like Swagger would really screw you up in that case, because it lowers, I forgot what the stat is, it's attack, defense, something like that. But anyway, so I send in my Malamar, time to do some damage. She switches out her Malamar for Venusaur. Bisharp uses Sucker Punch on Reuniqueless. Does a whole lot of damage. I'm down to 7 HP, but I am happy. I use Psychic on Venusaur. I don't know why I did that, because at that point she still had Malamar out in play. Oh well. So my Malamar uses Superpower on Venusaur. Its Contrary ability raises its attack and defense. It's a good thing my Reuniqueless has Magic Guard here, because otherwise the Sandstorm would have knocked it out. And it also has Leftovers, which helps a little. And as I said, it also has Recover, and that's definitely what I'm going to do this turn. Her Venusaur is going to Mega Evolve here into Mega Venusaur. A very awesome... it is a tank. It is really difficult to take out, but, you know, so long as you have the right Pokemon up against it, then nothing is impossible. My Reuniqueless uses Recover. Bisharp goes for Sword Stance. Obviously thinking that, you know, nothing can touch it. My Malamar goes for Psycho Cut against the Venusaur, which knocks it out. So, we didn't even get to see Mega Venusaur in action, which is a bit unfortunate, but oh well. So Sandstorm goes away here. I still have my Tyranitar, but at this point I see no reason to keep it, or to switch it back out. It's only going to hurt my Malamar. So, she sends in her Crobat. I use Psychic to knock out the Crobat. And I'm probably going to use Superpower here against the Bisharp. Trick Room is still in place, so I will be a little slower than the Bisharp, unfortunately, because Malamar's base speed is high, and there's nothing I can do to lower that. Unless I have the correct nature, but I decided not to go for that particular nature when building this one up. I go for a Superpower. Bisharp lives probably just thanks to its berry, although I didn't do any damage calculation for all this. I do not know if it would have lived otherwise, but that's not the point. Bisharp is still alive, but it will not live for long, and at this point, I'm pretty sure I have the game. Malamar is poisoned, even though it's switched out and it won't be doing as much damage, it will still wear it down slow but sure. And as you saw there, I went for the Psychic. It doesn't damage either Malamar or Bisharp, so I was like, meh. I probably should have gone for Recover, but oh well. My Malamar used Protect because I was afraid of the opposing Malamar using Superpower, and that would have knocked me out. But it doesn't use Superpower on me, it uses Superpower on Reuniclus. Bisharp uses Iron Head on me, and that is protected, but extremely weird. So now my Reuniclus has its turn to use Protect, because of Trick Room, it'll be the slowest in the group. And my Malamar, since it is somewhat faster than everything else, will be able to go first, use Superpower, knock out that Malamar, and that Malamar is going to faint. And next turn, I would be able to use Superpower and knock out the Bisharp, except for one small problem. My opponent forfeited. So, that was that. I will definitely have a whole lot more battle videos up. If you guys have any comments or questions or suggestions, then feel free to leave them in the comments section. I guess that's it for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.